Hey guys, little question, I guess, for any of you people out there with, in the medical profession or experience this sort of thing. I got two things going on. I got three things going on. Um, thing number, and if anybody has any insight, I'd appreciate it. Thing number one, let's start with my niece. She's, I don't know, she's in her 30s, and she's, doing the drug and alcohol burnout thing. Um, in and out of jail, wrecking cars, all that kind of stuff. And she's been through rehab programs, and she's been through California drug court, and she's been through a bunch of things, and it's gotten to where now she keeps, in between accidents and stints in court, she's tries to kill herself and stuff like that, slits her wrists and things, and it's gotten down to we're about the last people in the family who are willing to talk with her. Everybody tells me there's nothing you can do with somebody who hasn't hit bottom and isn't their own bottom and isn't ready to quit. And I can't think of anything we can do, but if anybody has any suggestions. And I think number two is one of my best friends. He had a lump in his throat, and it swelled up pretty fast and got big. And he got a doctor's appointment. The doctor looked at it and said, we better get that removed, and gave him a referral. And by the time they got around to taking it out, it had shrunk back down to just a bump. And I think it was probably like a lymph node or some kind of a node here. Anyway, but they went ahead and took it out, and they said it was uh, a cyst or something, an infection. And then they said, but they also found some cancerous cells. So they're going to treat him for that, but don't worry, it's going to be good and everything. And the treatment, they're giving him chemo and radiation. He's like in his mid-50s. He's another one of these super healthy people, always rides his bicycle, 20 miles to work, and eats organic and all that stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, they're giving him radiation and chemotherapy for his neck. They said he just has a few spots of the cancer scattered around his neck from a PET scan, I think it was, or something they spotted. I don't know. But they want to pull out all his teeth first, because they say the radiation and stuff is going to kill his teeth, and if they're still in there, they'll get infected and abscessed or something. A horrible, I don't know. And they're being real vague with that. And to me, I think I'd be real hesitant to do that, Of course, I would have never gone ahead and gotten it removed if it was shrinking that much anyway, because it had shrunk like 90% from where it was. And to me, I'd have just canceled the doctor's appointment, figured my body's handling it. Now they say he's got, little specks around of cancer cells in his neck. I'd be awful tempted. It's been 4 months since they diagnosed him, Everybody says our medical system is so great. And it's still going to be like a month or two before they can begin treatment on him. So I don't know, I welcome your thoughts, but personally, I'd be tempted to just get another scan and watch it, rather than rip out all my teeth and get irradiated and full of chemo. I don't know. And then thing number three is my father-in-law, who we thought, he was in ICU over Christmas, so we're talking 9 months ago, and the doctors didn't think he had long to go then, but he rallied, and he's been out and about, and this time he's back in, and they say he's done. He says, oh, I'll be fine, I'll be home in a few days, but his liver, I guess, has shut down. His kidneys are no longer functioning. and he's in what they call final stages of congestive heart failure, and he's 88. So I'm guessing, and you know, he wakes up and he has lucid moments, then he drifts off and stuff. And they noticed this afternoon when he drifted off, he stopped breathing for almost a minute, and then he suddenly started breathing and woke with a start. Um, so I'm kind of thinking he's probably done this time, and that's real sad. But you know, the doctors, of course, are being very vague, and any of you guys who have experience with people who are passing on from just basically being old and broken down, um, you know, if you have any kind of clues for me as to whether we're talking hours or days or weeks, I'd appreciate that. And then the last thing is, for some reason, I'm feeling a little stressed out. I don't know. This has been a bitch of a year, let me tell you. I've had one disaster after another, and, you know. But I don't want to get to whining about it, because then I'll have old Mossy 500A Edward Jones on my case for being a whiny little bitch, right? Anyway, that's why I haven't been around much lately. I think you guys can kind of understand. I've had my hands full with all this crap. So, if you have any medical insights or other insights, let me know. I'm out.